What is good, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and I'm back at you with another video. And today's video is about the Grom, if you can't tell, and I'm installing ProTaper Honda Mini handlebars, Puig bar and mirrors, Motion Pro quick throttle tube, and Renthal grips. And I believe that's everything, and it's super simple. It took maybe half an hour, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. As you can see, they're already done. I don't know why I've been filming my intros after I do everything, but hey, you gotta see them right away. They're super nice, and yeah, shouldn't be too hard for you guys to do. And if you're on the fence with these ones or the KLX 110s, I know the KLX 110s are just a little bit taller and a little bit wider on each side, and literally doesn't make a huge difference. These ones are perfect. Alright, one trick I want to show you when taking the handlebars off to get these off, if you don't have any screwdriver, like impact screwdriver, to get the Phillips out, you can use vice grips and just clamp it on. You're gonna mess it up though, so if you plan on reusing them, I'd find a way to get this Phillips out, but I don't plan on reusing them because I have bar and mirrors. And just clamp it on and, you know, turn it till it loosens, and it will loosen super easy, and you can easily take it off. So that's one way to get these off if you can't get the Phillips, because if you just try it with a normal Phillips screwdriver, you're most likely going to strip the screw. So vice grips work super easy. You just clamp them on and turn it, and you're good to go. Alright, so here's everything I'm going to be installing today. I got the ProTaper Honda Mini Bend bars that I'm going to be putting on. And then I got the Puig bar and mirrors. And then also a Motion Pro Titan throttle tube. It's a quick throw throttle tube, whatever you want to call it. I can't think of it right now. And then I got some Renthal Cavalier Grip Tech grips, and I think that's everything I'm going to be putting on today. And the thing with this throttle tube is I got it from Drow Sports. I got everything pretty much from Drow Sports. No, I take that back. I got these from Cycle Gear, these from Cycle Gear, and then Drow Sports and Drow Sports. And when I was reading the description on the throttle tube, it said it had a cap on the end so you can still run bar and mirrors, which it did, but the cap, literally the hole was, the hole was so small you couldn't even fit the screw in it, which was kind of pointless. So I had to Dremel out this, and I still have to Dremel it a little bit more. Alright, so these little black caps you're gonna have to remove, and I'm just using a razor blade and going in and popping them off. And don't lose them, because if you want to put them back over, you're gonna have to keep them. So but if you don't care, that's fine. And then I believe these are, after you get these off, I wouldn't loosen this yet. I'd worry about getting all this stuff off. I believe these are 10mm bolts or 8, either 10 or 8. I'll let you know. I'm pretty sure they're 10, so just loosen both sides. And I already took the mirrors off. It's just a 15mm open-end wrench that you just gotta loosen them with real quick. Super easy. And then once you get these clamps off, you can move the levers out of the way. And then there is 2 Phillips screws back here that you have to remove, one up top and one below down here on both sides. And once you get all that loose, he'll be good. And like I said, I have new grips, so this will just slide off as soon as I loosen everything. And as far as this one, you can either cut it off, but if you plan on reusing it, I just use a heat gun, heat it up and slide it off. Alright, so I just decided to cut my grip off because heating it up would take too long to get this glue melted enough to pull it off. If you're gonna save the grip, and you can do it that way, or you can spray some not WD-40, but I forget the name of the other fluid. Oh, PB Blaster. If you want to do it, I just lift the grip up a little, and spray PB blaster in there with that little like red straw that it comes with. So once that's off, like I said, if you're going with new grips and a new throttle tube, this will, when you loosen this and get this off, this will just slide off after you have this all, like all disconnected. Well, you don't even have to disconnect this, literally just this part right here, and this will slide off. So super simple. And then these zip ties are just reusable zip ties that you can get off to get the wires off. So I'm going to remove these real quick, and you can reuse them to put the wires back, zip tie them back to the bars. So I'm gonna get this started now, and I already dremeled out the throttle tube I have to the perfect size so it fits on the ProTapers. So I'm gonna get this started and then I'll update you guys. And this is right here to loosen the bars is an Allen key, so I'm not too sure what size, but if you have a set of Allen keys, they'll have the right size. So I'll be right back. Alright, so these clamps right here, the bolts that hold on the clamps are 8mm, not 10. Wasn't too sure, but I got the clutch side off. You could just let it hang, and when you take this piece off, it will all just come off together, which is perfect. You could just let it hang. Same with this side. So I'm going to get this done, and then I'm going to remove the quick throttle, or not, this one's not the quick throttle. I'm just going to remove the throttle tube like the stock one, and then put the ProTaper bars on. And once I get all this off, I'll update you guys. Alright, and just like that, everything is loose and off. These are, all the Allen bolts are off, and just be careful with the Allen bolts because they're really tight. So I stripped one a little bit, but I still got it off, thankfully. If you have like an Allen that you could attach to a, like an impact, what are they called? Like the power ratchets, whatever you want to call them. I'd suggest that. I didn't have that. I just had to use like the handheld one. It works. And yeah, don't do that. Hold on, let me get this off. But the bars are loose, so I'm gonna put it down and slide this off. And I'm gonna go get the ProTapers, bolt the ProTapers up, get them to where I like them. And then these things right here, let's see if I can find it for you. They have a little dowel inside of them. Alright, so I got the ProTapers loosely on, very loosely, if you can't tell. And the throttle tube is kind of simple. You just got to get these two little things out and put the new one on, and it will, I can't really show you it working right now because it's kind of loose, but it's on, so that's all that matters. And so right now I'm going to find where I want the bars, and then once I have the bars where I want them, I'm going to tighten this down, and then I'll put tape around here, and we'll find out where we need to drill. Alright you guys, so to get these bolts over here, these Allen bolts in front, since this is in the way, what I did was this is another Allen bolt you can loosen, take out, and just pop it up to get to these ones. And then another thing I did is, you can see I got tape on here, got this where I want it. Put the grip on, got it where I want it. I used hairspray inside the grip, sprayed hairspray all inside of it before I slid it on. That way it holds, you don't have to use glue. That's a trick that everybody knows. And then I have tape on this side too, if you can see it right there. So I'm gonna figure out where I want this, tighten it down, same with this side, and then I'll worry about getting these back on. Should leave a mark to where you gotta drill, and I'll show you what size you gotta drill with. And yeah, and these are the grips I went with. They're Renthal grips like I showed you earlier. I really like them, how they're like an off-white color, and my bike's kind of got white on it, but the off-white is, I like it, I really like it. And I got it lined up where I want it perfectly. So, and one thing with grips is the side that doesn't have the throttle, the left side has a smaller hole, like opening in the front than the side that goes on the throttle, because the throttle tube makes it a little bigger. So, you know, just see which one has got the smaller opening to slide in, and the one with the smaller opening will go on the left side that has the clutch, and the one with the bigger opening will go on the throttle tube. Okay, and after you clamp them down, there's a perfect little indentation where you want it, and you're just gonna have to figure out where you want it on the bars. So that's what I did. And this side too, if you can see it right there. All right, you guys, so it's a 3/16 inch drill bit you want to use, and I just used the little Milwaukee power tool to do it, and both sides are drilled out. So I'm gonna reassemble it, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like assembled, and the throttle tube works perfect. So I'm excited to get this stuff on, so let's do this, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. And just like that, everything is on. Clutch works, brake works, bars are where I want them. Clamp back down, clamp back down. I might play with the clutch and either, sorry, my dog's making noise over there, either lower it a little bit because it might be a little too hard, but I'm gonna drive the bike, see how I like it. And yeah, these things are awesome. Put the grips on. Well, this grip's already on, so I don't have to, but these don't move anywhere. The holes are perfect for 3/16. Don't move anywhere. So quick throttle works. Seems a lot less throw. So I'm gonna go get the grip, put the grip on here, and put the bar end mirrors on. I'll show you guys how to do that, and I'm gonna take it on a test ride. Okay, so with the Puig bar end mirrors, this little thing that you put in the end of the handlebar comes together like this. As you can see, it's the Allen head, washer, sleeve, and then a little, I guess you'd call it a nut, but take it apart. Take this part off, this off, and then this one washer that's like serrated kind of, take that off, and then you'll keep this washer on, and you'll slide it through here like that, and then you'll take the serrated washer, slide that on, and the cap. And then make sure it's tight like that, and then you'll go just put it in the end of the bars and tighten this down until it doesn't move. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, and just like that, the bar end mirrors are on. You see them. Looks a lot better than it did, and bars are on. Only thing I gotta put back on is my quad lock phone mount, which I'm gonna put right here, and then everything's done. I'm gonna go take it on a test ride right now, and then I'll have to get little caps for these, get rid of that. But man, I love this thing. The quick throttle is a lot shorter of a throw, if you can't tell, and barely anything, which is nice. See how it works, and kind of like how it's blue right here. It's kind of cool. All right, you guys, this is where I'm gonna end the video, but before I go, I'll show you what they look like with me on the bike. The quick throttle tube is awesome. I just took it for a test ride. Love it. You barely have to turn it like the old one. The old one probably at least 25% more. I love these grips. I love how they're off-white. Everything still works. I don't have the key, but horn, everything still works. These mirrors, I think they're 3 inches, 2.5 or 3 inches, but they work really well. A lot better than the alien antenna looking ones that come stock on the Grom. And then I got my quad lock exactly where I wanted it. I got the vibration dampener on it, if you can see, just to save the camera. And I did end up lowering the clutch a little more, tilting it down. But yeah, man, like I said, these things are awesome. So if you're on the fence about getting them, I'd definitely say get them, because they're worth it. Just riding it 5-10 minutes that I did just made it so much better. And I have mine sitting pretty straight. They're not like lean back or forward or anything. And like I said, I'll be getting the turn signals in here pretty soon with the relay, and then I'll be doing the tail light another time too from TST. And yeah, the Grom's coming along. You know, I already did the fender eliminator. Thing's awesome, and I will be having more videos of this coming out soon. I just haven't had anything to do to it lately. I do have a lot to do, but it's just too hot, and I'm not trying to work on the car. Working on this thing is a lot easier than working on the car, especially when it's hot. But we'll be getting a new exhaust for this, and yeah, so I'm going to end the video right here. You know, and if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe, I'll appreciate it so much, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.